Hello students, today we are going to start our same chapter of business studies, that is nature and purpose of business. Part 3rd. Our today's topic is objectives of business. For every business, profit earning is the main objective. But it is not the sole objective. The business objective may be classified into three categories. The first one is economic objectives, the second one is social objectives, and the third one is human or individual objectives. One by one, we are going to discuss each objective. So, first of all, economic objective. Economic objective is very important. It includes survival, profit, and growth. Suppose if we start a business, then our first objective is to survive in the competitive market. It means if we invest 1 crore rupees in our business, that our objective is to earn minimum 1 crore. It means at least cover the cost, that is survival. If we get 1 crore rupees, then after that our objective is to earn more than 1 crore. It means profit. Then after earning an adequate amount of profit, our next objective is to increase our number of branches, number of products, increase sales turnover, increase number of employees, etc. That all are included in the growth. So here three objectives are survival, profit and growth. And we only survive in the market if we are able to compete in the market to our competitors. That is survival. The second main objective is profit. Profit is very essential for growth, survival as well as expansion. Any person or any businessman bear the risk in a business only when the businessman is earning adequate amount of profit. The next main objective is growth. Growth is very important because growth can be measured in the terms of sales, number of branches, number of products and number of employees. Our next objective is social objective. Every business enterprise has some responsibility to our societies. Our first responsibility as a businessman, that supply of desired quantity of products. In today's era, every customer is quality conscious. It means if the business provide qualitative products, that time consumer purchase the product. If the business does not provide qualitative products, so the consumer does not purchase the product. In simple, quality means different for different products. For consumer goods such as refrigerator, TV, car, quality means durability. It means if we purchase a TV or refrigerator or car, then we think that this product will work maximum 10 to 12 years. If the product work many years, that time we will say that the product is qualitative. But if the product is damaged within 1 year, that time we will say that this product is not qualitative. Products like pressure cooker, gas, cylinder, quality means safety. For products like pulses, spices, medicines, quality means purity. Avoidance of unfair trade practices. This is the second main objective. In this, every business enterprise has some responsibility to our society. Every business organization involved in black marketing, adulteration, hoarding, overcharging. It is not necessary that every enterprise is involved in, but some enterprises involve in this type of activities. Because of this type of enterprises, business suffer lots of problems. So, it is the responsibility of every business to provide unfair trade practices. It means provide true and fair view in advertisements regarding the products. The next social objective is employment generation. It is the responsibility of every business that create the employment opportunity for the public, because with the help of employment the people get the standard life. Due to this, our society increases as well as our economy increases. Now, the next feature is social service or community service. It is the responsibility of every organization that donates some part of its earning to the NGO or any other agencies. We saw in the advertisement P&G products donate 15% of their turnover to the NGOs. So, with the help of this service, any business can continue for a long period of time in the competitive market. Now, the next objective is avoidance of pollution. The industries throw over drain like rivers, in lakes. Due to this feature, pollution increases. So it is the responsibility of every organization that avoid pollutions and adopt eco-friendly products and eco-friendly techniques for producing this type of products. Now, the next main objective is human or individual objective. Every organization has some objective for their employees also. The business must provide good working condition to their employees. It is also the responsibility of every business that provide satisfactory wages and salaries to their employees, provide personal growth and development to their employees, also provide training. With the help of training, the employee can update their knowledge. They also provide peer recognition and respect to their employees, an initiative that they provide their initiative ideas in the business, providing special benefits such as housing facility, medical facility, and free education of children. That all are the individual objectives. Then, role of profit in the business. What is the main role of the profit in the business? For the survival of every organization, profit is essential. For the expansion and growth, profit is essential. Symbol of efficiency or an index of performance. It means if any business earn higher profit, that indicates efficiency of management. But if the business earn lower profit, that indicates inefficiency of the management. We can judge the business according to the profit. Profit means growth. No profit means no growth. So this is the symbol of efficiency. Now, the next main importance of profit, that reward for bearing the risk. Any person bear the risk on a condition that he will earn large number of profit in the business. Without profit, no person wants to bear the risk. So, profit is the reward for the risk. The next point is helps to gain reputation or goodwill. A profit earning company always has a better reputation in the market as compared to the companies who has running in a loss. Now, the important topic of business, that is classification of business activities. According to this chart, the business activity is mainly classified into two parts. The first one is industry and the second one is commerce. Industry further classified into three parts: primary industry, secondary industry and tertiary industry. The primary industry classified into two parts: extractive industry and second one is genetic industry. The secondary industry further classified into two parts: manufacturing industry and constructive industry. Tertiary industry classified into five parts. We can learn with the symbol of BITWA. BITWA. B for banking, I for insurance, T for transportation, W for warehousing and A for advertisement. That is BITWA. So in industry can further classified into three parts: primary industry, secondary industry and tertiary industry. Primary industry classified into two parts: extractive industry and genetic industry. Secondary industry classified into two parts: manufacturing industry and constructive industry. And tertiary industry classified into five parts: transport, banking, communication, insurance and advertising. Now, come on the second branch of business, that is commerce. Commerce can be classified into two parts: trades and aids to trade. The trade can be further classified into two parts: internal trade and external trade. Internal trade has been two types, that is retailers and wholesaler. External trade classified into three parts: export, import and intraport. Aids to trade, that is same as tertiary industry. So we will have to learn this chart. Now, one by one we are going to discuss the whole chart. First of all, industry. Industry means an activity which convert the raw material into finished goods. It means wood into furniture, sugar into cake and many more. Industry includes the activities related to production and processing, rearing and reproduction of animals or living species. This type of industry are, we always have to see. So, industry can be classified into three broad categories: primary industry, secondary industry, and tertiary industry. First of all, primary industry. Primary industry means the industry which is related from natural resources and reproduction of living species. This industry further classified into two categories: extractive industry and genetic industry. Extractive industry involve extraction of something from natural resources such as mineral, fish from rivers and seas, timber from forest. That all are the examples of extractive industry. Second one is genetic industry. This industry involves activities of rearing and breeding of living organisms like birds, plants, animals. We always saw poultry farms. That it is the example of genetic industry. For example, rearing of cattle for milk, dairy farms, poultry farms, rearing of plants in nursery, growing fish in ponds, all are the example of genetic industry. So what is the basic difference between extractive industry and genetic industry? In the extractive industry, no wealth is added by human beings. For example, it only involves extracting products from natural resources such as sea or water. But in the genetic industry, man not only adds to the growth but also reproduces the nature made goods. So students, the remaining part of the chapter we will discuss on the next video.